guys, what's going on? My name is Mark and welcome back to our FIFA 20 Leyton Orient Road to Glory career mode. Now, since last episode, I've played some games, I've got some highlights for you. And here they are. Okay, so kicking off these highlights, it was first v 6th as we took on Luton Town. Kicking these highlights off, we're coming forward. Here's Jason Cummins waiting for the runner. Inch perfect pass up towards Louis Dennis on the volley. Keeper caught in no man's land. And it's a lovely start for us. It's a lovely finish from Louis Dennis. This pass from Cummins, absolutely perfect. Look at the keeper. He comes for it, decides against it, caught in no man's land. And Louis Dennis catches him out. Now Luton are coming forward. They're going to play a ball up towards Tunnicliffe. Tunnicliffe cuts it back. It's easily dealt with by the keeper, but Ekpiteta goes to ground and it's a penalty. It's a bit of a mistake, because I'm pressing square to clear it, but the game's obviously taking that as, oh, he wants to slide it. No, it's a clear penalty, but it's not what I meant. It's going to be Brown to take this one. He goes left, hits the post, and then luckily Peacock Farrell does manage to just get in front of it, because if that hit him on the back, it would have went in as an own goal. And now we've got James Brophy charging down this left wing. He's literally just came on. We've had to broadcast Castagneda off because he injured his shoulder. He puts a lovely ball in towards Emil Smith at the back post, but it's right at the keeper. Our new signing, Enzo Millet, coming forward now. Just manages to skip past one. Nothing new about that one. Past two, past three, but that's an awful shot. Drags that wide. Still looking for his first goal, and Millet, he goes past another one, hits it back across, and there is his first goal for us. The youngster gets on the score sheet for us, and hopefully it's the first of many for the young Frenchman. But now Luton trying to come forward, but it's a lovely interception by Marsh. The ball falls to Louis Dennis. Louis Dennis goes wide to James Brophy. Brophy now back to Dennis. Dennis first time at Cummins. Cummins, see you later, son. The lovely first touch. Back across, just watch this. We'll watch this from behind. Look at the defender. He's going, oh, I've got him. No, you haven't. See you later. Into the top corner. And that is how that one finished. A good 3-0 win for us against a promotion contender. We move on to the next game as we took on Doncaster away from home. Enzo Millet now plays it infield to Louis Dennis. Louis Dennis, first time pass up towards Jason Cummins. He gets past one. He's got one to beat. He does that with the heavy touch and he just trickles it back across. Jason Cummins, one-on-one. What do you expect? He's going to score. But now Cummins he's trying to get involved in the play again up towards Louis Dennis. Dennis is forced a little bit wide. Drags it back. Dinks it in towards Cummins. Header! It's just wide of the post. Doncaster trying to get something at the end of this first half. Ekpiteta clears that. It's a terrible pass across May. Luckily, it's right at Peacock Farrell. And look at Peacock Farrell. The point at Ekpiteta tells him to pack that in. Louis Dennis now. He's got Miller on the run. It's a horrible pass, but Anderson gets it all wrong. Smith Rowe up to Cummins. Touch it around his man. Back across. 2 for Cummins. 2 for Leyton. 2 for the league's top scorer, but I'm not sure about that celebration, if I'm honest, Jason. I'm not sure. Long ball from Doncaster now. It's going to land right near this corner flag. It's a lovely touch by Sadlier. In towards me. Gets in front of Ekpiteta, but luckily for us, he can't find the target. And now we're going to try and play from the back. Cummins spins his man with the first touch. He's got the strength to hold him off, and he's got options in the middle, but you know what I'm like with Jason Cummins. I'm going to go for the shot, but that is just wide. And when I say just wide, the keeper acted as if that was flying well wide, but that's an inch wide. That's how that one finished. 2-0 in the end, and we'll move on to the next game of these highlights as we are back at Brisbane Road to face Lincoln City. Robbie Q gets these games highlights underway as he gives it to Louis Dennis. Louis Dennis up towards Angle. The League 2 top scorer is back. It's his first start in League 1, and it's his first goal. The man's just a goal scoring machine. Robbie Q and Louis Dennis again finding a pass. Dennis out wide to Castagneda. Castagneda tries to drive forward. Gives it to Dennis. Dennis to Lee Angle. Angle over the top to Castagneda. Castagneda back across to Brophy. What a goal! Is this Leyton Orient or Pep Guardiola's Barcelona? What have I just witnessed? Look at this. Angle first time. It's perfect. Castagneda. Castagneda back across. I'll tell you what, that might be one of the best goals I've scored in this save so far. It's lovely stuff. Louis Dennis in towards Millet. Millet to Angle. Goes for the flick. Oh, we are performing well here. We've clicked this game. It's a long ball over. Castaneda's got the pace. He hasn't got the strength. Defender gets it wrong. Keeper gets it wrong. Angle on the volley. It's terrible. Keeper again. They just can't clear it. Lincoln, they just can't get rid of it. Dennis touches it away from his man. Got options now. Has to assess his options. Into Marsh. Marsh to Angle. Angle to Castagneda. Castagneda back to Angle. Angle, he completely scuffs the shot. It's a chance wasted. We should be 3 up there. Dennis now up to Angle in a ton of space. Look at this. He's got all the time in the world. Goes for the shot. It's a lovely block from the defender. That's how that one finished. You've seen the chances that we had. We should have been about 5 up in the end. But that's how that one finished. And we'll move on as we go to Fratton Park to take on Portsmouth. Marsh now driving the ball forward up towards Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe to Cummins. Cummins to Castaneda. Castaneda goes for the shot. It's well saved and tipped over the bar from the keeper. Emile Smith Rowe now goes for the shot. Blocked, but it drops back to him. Dinks it into the middle. Keeper clears it. Castaneda's there, but he can't direct that goalwards. Marsh now coming forward, trying to assess his options. Portsmouth try and play the offside trap. They get it wrong. Cummins is in. When you play the offside trap against Jason Cummins, you need to get it spot on. Because if you don't, he's one-on-one. And what happens when Cummins is one-on-one? You concede. Millett now plays it up to Jason Cummins. Cummins is forced wide. He's still being forced wide there. You see, it's not where Cummins wants to be. Does manage to play it into Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe's shot is blocked. Into Millett for the bicycle kick. It's a lovely save from the keeper. Brown going to play this up the line to Curtis. Curtis dinks it in for Evans. It's a good volley, but it's an equally good save by Dean Brill. Millett now going to play this up to Cummins. Cummins turns his man, hits it back across. Keeper saves, and then they can clear their lines. And now we're coming forward again. Brophy into Cummins. Cummins to Dennis. Dennis hits it low, but it's another good save from the keeper. And that is how that one finished. A narrow 1-0 victory. We deserved it. You saw the highlights. We did deserve it. We deserved a bit more goals, to be honest. The good chances we had. So a good 1-0 victory to wrap it up. And that is the end of these highlights. So we won every game that you saw in those highlights. We did play Bolton. That was we lost that, but that was like a 1-0 victory for Bolton. And you know, although there was a 1-0 victory for us where we beat Portsmouth, there was quite a few highlights in that game. But for the Bolton one, there just wasn't. So, and I'm always like scared, like in case, you know, if I don't show every L that we take, just in case you're like, oh, he's not showing the losses because he doesn't want to look bad. No, there just wasn't any highlights. Like, there wasn't any highlights, and to be fair, I've just realised if I didn't want to acknowledge any L's, I wouldn't have told you about that. But yeah, we did take an L against Bolton, and that leaves us with one of the best title races I think I've recorded. Look at the top three. You've got us, top on 98, Barnsley second with 95, and Ipswich third with 95 as well. This could be the case where 3 teams get over 100 points for the season. I'm confident that we'll get 100 points. I'm confident that Barnsley will probably get it, and I'm confident that Ipswich will... they'll probably get it as well. There is a case here where 3 teams are going to get 100 points, and one of them... There's going to be a case here where a team gets 100 points and still has to go through the playoffs. So today, we're going to wrap this season up. We're going to try and win it. So we're going to play Coventry, Barnsley and Ipswich, because I couldn't have asked for 3 better games to fall back to back to back, to be honest. Coventry, my nemesis. Barnsley, who was second, and Ipswich, who were third. I couldn't have asked for that. I couldn't have... Yeah, you can't write this stuff. You cannot write this stuff. So hopefully we'll be able to... Hopefully Barnsley and Ipswich will slip up somewhere. Like maybe they'll slip up in the other games that we don't play them, and we can wrap the title up in one of these 3 games. But if not, then I might do 4 games this episode just to win the title. So you never know. You might have 4 games in an episode. Wow. But if we are going to have 4 games in an episode, it means we can't mess around doing the main menu shit, because then this video will be about 45 minutes long. So we won't do that. We'll get straight into the games. We're going to kick it off against Coventry away from home. We've beat them once this season. Please, can we do the league double over them? Please, I beg. Let's do it. Up the odds. Here we go then. Coventry versus Leyton Orient at Coventry's shithole. I'm sorry. So something that I forgot to say on the old menu, on the old intro, is Jason Cummins has got 33 league goals already. With how many games left? There's 23 in a season, 23 teams, so that means 46. We've played 39, so we've got 7 games left. We'll see who Coventry have got. Are they playing Matty Godden this time? No, they must have sold him. They must have sold him. Oh no, there he is. 24, Matt Godden. There he is. He's on the bench. So here's our lineup. I forgot to put Peacock Farrell back in. One of the bad things about being in League One and having 2 decent keepers in Mark Travers and Peacock Farrell is they're both going international duty, and because we're in League One, we don't get an international break. Yeah, Dean Brill's in goal. No, he wouldn't be if I had... Okay, then let's do it. The match is kicked off. Let's do it, boys. Let's get a win. Up the odds. Dennis turns, gives it to Smith Rowe. Emile Smith Rowe here. Charging down on goal, Emile Smith-Rowe. He's at the post. Rebound. There you go. With his second chance, Emile Smith-Rowe gives us an early lead. I don't know how far we are into the game. Smith-Rowe just bursting down. He's got the pace. Oh, I reckon he should be doing better with that first one, you know. He does well to beat the keeper, but then luckily for him, it does drop back to him. But I think he should be putting that first one away, if I'm being totally honest with you. Doesn't matter though. Still 1-0 up. Westbrook. It's a terrible pass. Oh, Williams, that's... No, you piece of shit. Good block by Woody. Get up, Williams. Get up, Jabello. Marsh steps in. 4K now. Get away with that one. Castanier spreads one out wide to Jabello. Yep, dinked in towards Bakayoko. Woody clears. Only as far as Westbrook. Ekpiteta steps in the way there. Tell you what, we're defending for our lives here, boys. Dennis up towards Smith-Rowe, though. There you go. Defended for our lives, but we're in again, and Smith-Rowe has his second of the game against the run of play completely. That's our first, that's the first time we've entered Coventry's final third since we last scored. It's been all Coventry since then. That's like the first chance we've came forward and we've took it again. Coventry will be kicking themselves. One chance is all it takes. 2-0 up. It's a lovely fluid movement from the boys. And Emile Smith-Rowe, I said he should be doing better with his first one when he hit the post. He heard me. He's done better with that one. It's 2 for Leyton. It's 2 for Emile Smith-Rowe as well. Cummins now. Defenders all over the place. Jason Cummins charging forward. I do want to go for it with him, so I'm going to go for it with him. Cuts inside. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's out for a throw in that. Just cut that out. Cut that out. Cut it. Cut it. Why haven't you cut this out? Bakayoko gives it to Jones. Still Jones. Back to Bakayoko. He slammed that in at the near post. Oh, it's 2-1. For that, the defenders just go walkabouts. Ekpiteta completely loses him. Bakayoko just pulls it across. Pulls across his man. Just smacks it home at the near post. Good to see FIFA 20 is still overpowered at near post finishing. Castaneda bombing it down this right wing. Dinks it in. Come in! Yes! 34. He's 1 away. He's 1 away. Instant reply, just what we needed that. Get that 2-goal buffer right back. Castaneda dinks it at Cummins on the volley. 3-1. We'll just have a look at this. Hang on, wait for it. It's going to come up at the top, up at the bottom. Jason Cummins, 34 goals in League One. He's 1 away from hitting that target with 6 games to spare. Smith-Rowe now. Darting forward. Options in the middle. Finds Dennis. It's 4. What a performance from Emile Smith-Rowe. 2 goals, 1 assist. Yeah, 1 assist. I'm trying to think who got the assist for Cummins. But this is brilliant here. Just puts it right on the penalty spot. Bang! Lovely volley by Dennis right in the bottom left corner. And there we go. A beautiful 4-1 win for us. Coventry, you've lost your touch. You've lost your touch against me. I own this. I am the captain now. 4-1, 2 for Emile Smith-Rowe, 1 for Cummins, 1 for Louis Dennis. We did concede, and I can't remember who. I think it was Bakayoko who got the goal. Yeah, it was. But in the end, 4-1 victory for us. What a win, boys. So over that past weekend, you can see Barnsley have drew a game. I can't remember who it was. Was it against Bolton, I think it was, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was Bolton Barnsley there. Bolton are just doing... Why? Bolton are fucking smacking these top sides. Bolton are 6th. I didn't realise that at the time. So now we've got Barnsley, who after a draw might be a bit vulnerable for us. And then I reckon if we win this, Barnsley are gone. Barnsley are done. We just need to beat these 2 games next. These 2 games are vital. Now, let's not forget that Jason Cummins is just 1 goal away from hitting that 35 magic goal number. So, let's get into it then. Barnsley away from home. One of the biggest matches this season. 1st v 3rd. Let's do it, boys. It's the game of the weekend. The one all neutrals would have been looking at as Barnsley host Leyton Orient. 3rd host 1st with only 4 points separating the... Is it 4 or is it 5? Not many points separating these sides. Here's how Barnsley line up then. the guy, Mike Steven Bach, I don't know how you say his last name, I'm just going to go with that, has 25 goals this season, having 4th in the top scorers chart, but 25 is a bit shit when you consider Jason Cummins, our own talisman, has got 34. Obviously he starts. And I forgot to put the fucking keepers again! So it's unchanged, it shouldn't be unchanged. Peacock Frower should be in the lineup, but he's not. Let's do it, boys. Big game, probably. It's a 6-pointer at the top. Up the Oz. Barre here. The danger man. The one that we need to keep an eye on. Barnsley, number 10, is the one that has been doing the damage for them this season. Marsh, though, tackles number 36. But we've given it to Barre. We can't be doing that. Wilkes. Goes past Williams. Barre back to Wilkes. Cuts back onto his left. Still going, this guy. Pulls it back to McGeehan. Wide. We can't be giving them that much space, boys. Wilkes. Barre's in the middle. Still Wilkes. Tries to put it in. He's got the ball still. Woodrow, we cannot be doing this. We're not putting in strong enough tackles. It's like we're winning the ball, but we're not winning the seconds. And they're just getting it back, Dennis. Lovely ball up towards Cummins. Back to Emile Smith-Rowe, please. Yep, Emile Smith-Rowe. It doesn't have the bend on it. Half time, and it's a half where Leyton Orient have not got going. It's all Barnsley. Barre, we lose the ball again. Barnsley deserve a goal. We have been shocking, and we're riding our luck, the fact that we've not conceded yet. Theum. Cuts it back to Barre, back to Theum. Back to McGeehan. Brill saves. It's like it's 11 versus 15 for every Leyton Orient touch of the ball. There's 3 Barnsley men on it. I need changes. Cummins has been fucking silent. We need to bring him off. He can change a game, but he's not changing this one. He's been dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. We're going to put Millett further forward as a 10. And we're going to bring Dennis off. Or should I not? Because Dennis has been alright. Dennis will keep going. Up towards Cummins. He'll know that he's coming off. He'll know that he hasn't had the best game. He'll want to do something now. Brophy. Back towards Cummins. Cummins pulls it back. Dennis! Oh, what? That's the best chance. That's the best chance of the game. Here are those changes. So Barre, again, he hasn't had the best game. The 2 scorers in the teams haven't had games. So they're coming off. Barre's coming off for Chaplin. And our changes have just been made. They've got about 3 minutes. They've got about 5 minutes if you include stoppage time to make a difference. Angle. Go on, lad! Oh, he's off the post! Lee Angle! He's in the post! Immediately, he's came on. He's been a bit annoyed this season because Jason Cummins is obviously the scorer, so he's not gonna start many games. Marsh! Yes! Come on! Big fucking goal! George Marsh! 91st minute! Has won it for Leyton Orient. What a hit, son. What a hit. That goal has just gotten us automatic promotion. Oh, fucking hell. 91st minute. You couldn't leave it later. The last kick of the game, and we've won it. The substitutes did make the difference. Angle. I like to think Angle was the main threat there. He came on, he's hit the post within 30 seconds of being on the pitch. And that's just sparked something in the boys. And then Marsh, with a hit from distance, a bolt from the blue, gives us the winner. Leyton Orient go 9 points clear of 3rd with 4 games to go. That goal has probably given us automatic promotion. So after one top of the table 6-pointer, it's time for another one. Ipswich is next, 3 points in it. First v second, both teams on 100 points plus. They've both done a Centurion season, but it's us that have the narrow lead. We beat 3rd last time out with a 91st minute winner. Can we do the same against Ipswich? Maybe not with the 91st minute, maybe not with the last kick of the game. If we could like put a few goals in it, maybe get that goal difference up, so in case we do slip up, well, the goal difference is a bit better than what it is. But let's get into it. First v second. I have changed the keeper this time, so Dean Brill is out. And let's do this. Another 6-pointer. 2 big games to finish this season on. Let's do it, boys. For the 2nd week in a row, the Leyton Orient fans are in for a nail-biting encounter. Last week was first v third. This week it's first v second. It's probably the biggest game Brisbane Road has hosted this season. I think we faced Chelsea here, but who gives a fuck about Chelsea, to be honest? This is what we all came for. Here's how the league leaders line up. Finally, I've decided to not be an idiot and put Peacock Farrell back in the squad. The rest of the team is it is unchanged. Because it's been getting the job done recently, so why change a winning formula? We'll see how Ipswich line up. Obviously, they've got James Norwood up top. He has been their danger man this season. 4 in his last 3, I think it said. And here's how they line up: a flat 4-4-2. But enough about the pre-match antics. Let's get into it. Big game for Brisbane Road. First v second. Top of the table clash. Probable title decider. 6-pointer. Let's do it. Up the O's. Come on. Oh, Millett there. Blocks that. Emile Smith-Rowe. Dennis Cummins has peeled offside. He's got himself back on. Jason Cummins. Cummins! Oh, big save by that. Not even going to bother. Woody. Up to Marsh. Marsh to Cummins. Cummins in towards Castaneda. It's a P-roller. P-roller. Marsh. Pings it up towards Castaneda to decent ball. Keeper's off his line. He's fucked it. Ref, that was handball. What? Are you sure? Let's have a gander at this again. Ball played over the top. Castaneda there. Keeper comes for it. Does that hit a hand? Does that hit his hand? Yes, it does. And look at the top half of his arm there. He brings it out there. So he knows exactly what he's doing. He does that on purpose. That is a red card. That is a straight red card. Where's VAR when you need it? Roberts darting down this left-hand side. Robbie Q doing his best to get back. It's a good area for a cross. Norwood. That header was flying at the top left. Kenlock. Bishop. Up to Roberts. Roberts tries an infield pass. Woody intercepts it. Can we break? Can we quickly get away? Smith-Rowe. Cummins just didn't want to fancy making a run. He's done well there. It's a lovely first touch to get away from his man. Jason Cummins, he's done too much with it. Cummins, Leyton, Millett, hit it! Oh, he's dragged it! Cummins, Dennis, go on, make the run in that fucking space. There you go. Louis Dennis, that's a fuck. Why can't we finish? Fucking hell, what's going on with the finishing here, boys? Ipswich, I think they knew they were beat. They've passed it around the back for a majority of this second half, as you've just saw there. That's all they were doing in that second half. I think they knew that we had their number. I think they knew if they tried to play out, we were going to play it back. We were going to beat them. We were going to beat them. A draw isn't the worst result for us. They needed the win more than we do. We're still 3 clear or 4 clear with a really small advantage in goal difference. When the end, it ends goalless. And we still are yet to win the title. So, it looks like we're going to do 4 games this episode. We'll just see if it comes down to the final game of the season. So, we have got 4 games left. Southend, Port Vale, Rochdale and MK Dons. It's a big 4 games. It's going to decide whether we win the title, come second and get automatically promoted, or we'll need to lose every game, but third is still possible. Third is still mathematically possible. It's going to take a big turnaround, but who knows, it's still there. Touch wood, it will not happen. First is Southend at home. Cummins is still 1 away from getting that 35 goal mark. Will he do it this game? Leyton Orient, Southend, he has got his 35th goal of the season. Go on the side, I can't see their results, so right now we're still top. Have we extended the gap? No, we haven't. Ipswich and Barnsley won again. 3 points. 3 teams on 102. 3 teams over 100 points. Only one of them can win the league. It's mad. If you get 100 points in any season, you've won the league. But this season has been mad in League One. Next, Port Vale away from home. Can we get the job done? Port Vale versus Leyton Orient ends 1-0. Jason Cummins again with a 90th minute winner. We've left it late again. Cummins has now got 36 in the league. Have any of those two slipped up? Yes, they have. Ipswich have lost. Ipswich beaten by Portsmouth. A big win for Portsmouth there. Ipswich now 6 points, are now in third, and they care. Oh my word, look at this. This is mental. There's a chance here Portsmouth could also get 100 points if they win both of their games. We could see 4 teams on over 100 points. I'm just working it out. We've got 2 games left, 6 clear. All it needs is a point. If we get 1 point against Rochdale, we have won the league. That's what I think. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's all we need, 1 point. We'll do this press conference because then afterwards we can see the news and then that'll tell me if I'm right. But I think we only need 1 point here at home against Rochdale. We're the favourites for this because I think they're near the relegation zone as well. Yes, there you go. 1 point in the next match is enough to see you finish top. 1 point is all it takes, boys. That's the team that are gonna try and do it. Here we go. Brisbane Road. Get ready for the title celebrations. Hopefully, let's do it. Up the odds. Come on. It's a big one. Leyton Orient can wrap the title up here. 1 point is all that is needed, but it's going to be a difficult task, I reckon. We're favourites, but Rochdale need the win to give them any fighting chance to stay in the league. A loss here relegates them confirmed. A draw here even doesn't put them in the best position, so it's a big game for both teams. There's their squad. See how they line up. They're going with a 4-2-3-1, but they're playing with wingers and not 3 cams as we do. The only name in there that I recognise and people probably do recognise is number 41. At right back, Luke Matheson. Scored against United in the Carabao Cup, I think it was. And is just going to move to Wolves in real life. So let's do it, boys. 1 point. A draw. Uno pointo is all it takes to get your hands on the title. Let's do it up the O's. Dooley. Looks like a main threat for Rochdale. I can't tackle him because if I do, I'm going to concede a throw-in, and I kind of don't want to concede a throw-in. I hope I conceded the throw-in because it looks like I'm about to concede a goal. That's a lovely ball in by that bloke. This episode, we've been really slow starters. First halves have just not been our thing today. It's like we're still in the dressing room. Emile Smith-Rowe cuts inside. Plays it back to Louis Dennis. Dennis got Marsh. Marsh, this is where he scored. That 91st, that's hit his head. It's fell to Cummins. He was fucking tripped from behind there. Not enough to go down, but I think he just stuck a foot out. Look at that, yep. Puts him off. Here's Dennis. Went for the run of Robbie Q. He's got it now. Robbie Q. On the brink of half-time. Can he find the correct ball? Pulls it back towards... That'll be Castaneda! Come on! He's one of our own! Esteban Castaneda, he's one of our own. Robbie Q looks up, pulls it back. Castaneda in a ton of space. Twat absolutely smashes it into the roof of the net. Andrew in towards Camps. It's a beautiful hit. Okay then. Andrew there just driving forward. Ekpiteta just opens the space, but that is an outstanding hit from the edge of the box. Left-footed, the curl on it, that is brilliant. That's a finish and a half. Williams, come on now, get away. Millett. They've pushed men forward. Millett, out wide to Castaneda. Castaneda, this pass has to be good. In towards Dennis, surely. Fuck yourself. How has that not gone in? Smith-Rowe. Still Smith-Rowe. Marsh, Cummins. Oh my god. Come on! Jason Cummins again. Death, taxes, Jason Cummins scoring a one-on-one. 3 inevitables in life. Look at this turn here. This little drop of the shoulder. See you later. The number 6 has gone for his weekly shop in Asda. Cummins opens his body, hits it with the left. P rolls it into the bottom left. The keeper's expecting a power shot. He doesn't. It's a calm, composed finish from the best striker to ever grace League One. He's done it. Matheson, it's now or never for Rochdale. They're about to be relegated if they don't go forward, and they are relegated. But the more important story, Leyton Orient have won League One. We've got the league wrapped up. 2 promotions in a row, 2 league titles in a row as well. Championship, here we come. I can't see us walking the championship. I was going to say, like, we've walked League One. Have we walked League One? we've struggled a bit at the end of the season. At the business end of the season, we struggled. When you struggle, you get the reward. And here is the reward. Louis Dennis lifting the League One trophy above his head. We get that done. We didn't give Ipswich or Barnsley a chance. Both of them won their games. It popped up in the top corner. Both of them won, so we didn't even give them a chance to steal it on the final day. Ruthless Leyton Orient, ruthless Jason Cummins. He's ending this playable season on 37. He might get more in the final game, who knows. But for now, Louis Dennis, one more lad to the Brisbane Road Massive. There we go. League One winners. And one final game, the last game of the season. MK Dons, and we win. Cummins with 2. He had the chance to make it 3, but he missed a fucking penalty, didn't he? I think now. That means he ended the season on 39 league goals. Bloody hell. So that's how it finished. Leyton Orient, 117 points. Barnsley with 109. Ipswich, 108 points. And they still have to go through the playoffs. There's still a chance that they might not get promoted into the championship. Speaking of the championship, we'll go see how that finished, because this could be the case where I might never have to play Posh in this save at all. That was the wrong thing to click on. Hopefully they didn't get relegated. Oh, it's not looking good. Oh, it's not looking good. Oh, it's not good at all. They got relegated, and probably with a terrible season. They conceded 103 goals. Unless we don't get promoted first try out of the championship and Posh get promoted next season, or if there could be a chance where the only time that we'll play Posh is if the luck of the cup is against us and we have to play them in a cup competition. But for now, we're not going to play them in the league for at least another season. So we'll quickly run through these. Obviously goals, yeah, Cummins at the top with 43 in all competitions, 39 in the league, which is fucking hell, 39 in the league. The next is Castaneda with 16. I didn't expect him. 15 in the league. That's actually a really good return. And then 15 for Louis Dennis as well. And then 10 for Emile Smith-Rowe. He had a really good season. 10 and 9 assists as well. That's not too bad for him. Assists, Louis Dennis up there with 29 assists, 24 in the league alone. Cummins with 11, that's not too bad. I expect him to be finishing the chances more than I expect him to be burying them. Emile Smith-Rowe with 9 and Castaneda with 8. So yeah, that's where I'm going to finish it for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll be back next week for the next episode of this series, but I kind of want to ask for like play suggestions, but I'm not going to yet because, not gonna lie, the next episode is going to be recorded tomorrow. So before this video's even gone out, because I'm away for a week next week pretty much, and I won't have time to record, so I need to get it done and get it out. Well, get it uploaded for next week. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to ask for suggestions on the next video. It will be for backup right backs, a new cam, and that's probably that. That's where I'm going to finish it for today. If you did enjoy the short, leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff, and until next time, have a nice day.